Hello all, welcome to this all signs upcoming week of reading. So if you're ready for your reading, I sure hope the timestamps are ready below. All right, so you can find your signs, your moon, your sun, your rising, your north node. I don't know, you decide. So this is for the general energies. All right, I will have a separate video with love messages as well. But I kind of wanted to talk to y'all a little bit, all right, because I woke up with My Way, like the Frank Sinatra version in my head. Just, I don't know, if you don't know, I mean, I feel like we all gotta know that song, right? I don't know, but you should like listen to it or something. It's kind of what I'm feeling here, because as I was like singing it and I was like, it was so intense that I was like, okay, I need to listen to it at least once, just so I can kind of get it out of my head here. And I was just thinking about how it truly encompasses this Aquarian energy, and I sure hope that, you know, y'all are really embodying this energy of, you know, being who you are, you know, because that's what Aquarius energy reminds me of, right? It's like embracing your eccentricity, doing things your way, right? Like making sure that, you know, you are, I don't know, like sometimes you got to defy conventions a little bit, right? And that's that Aquarian energy, like for the greater good, you know, kind of getting away from social expectations and stuff. So I sure hope that, you know, y'all are feeling like you are doing things your way. And before I get into the all signs, I do want to do this collective energy thing. I don't know, let me know what you think. Let me know if this part resonates, okay? Just kind of something new I wanted to try here, okay? So this is our collective energy. So for the themes messages, like, you know, advice here, we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so this Two of Pentacles in particular always reminds me of, like, you know, making sure that you're making time to play and have fun, you know, along with you know, working hard, you know, like there might be a little bit of chaos, this need for balance, obviously, right? The Two of Pentacles is all about being out of balance or trying to balance things over here, but with this one here, what I'm getting is, like, I'm sorry, with this particular Two of Pentacles, what I get is make sure that you're making time to play, all right? Like, we all need to make sure that, you know, it's been kind of a hard last couple of months. I don't know, last couple of years, last couple of lives for some of us. I don't know. But, you know, it's like, okay, make sure that, you know, you're kind of embracing this energy, have time to have fun, have time for friends, have time for, yep, okay, perfect. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. All right. So, yeah, all right. Oh, okay. So, yes, okay, make time for your friends, make time for self-care, make time to embrace your inner child over here with the sun, okay? So we do have, I don't know, you know, hopefully those of you listening to this, you know, you have some kind of good days coming over here. You know, you do have, I'm gonna say, you know, I know this is collective energy, right? So it's not gonna apply to everyone, but for whoever is listening here, some of you might have somebody coming in with messages over here with the Knight of Pentacles, because the Knights, you know, come forward bearing something. I'm getting like a slow energy, you know, it is Taurus energy, okay? So for those of you dealing with Tauruses, you also have, I'm going to say Capricorn and, Cancer energy over here. All right, so, you know, some messages for some of you out there regarding love. You know, I'm feeling good this week, okay? So keep an ear out is what I'm getting. But overall, really making time to play, okay? Make sure that you're nourishing yourself, all right? Make sure that you are you know, I'm getting, it's a time to really worry about your needs. I don't know, like, well, okay, I don't know. I like this Queen of Cups. It feels like it's kind of looking away from this whole situation over here. And what I'm getting is just, you know, making time for yourself, making time to fill your own cup, all right? Making sure that you're taking care of yourself, your needs. I'm getting with the Queen of Pentacles being here as well, like your material needs, your resources, all right? So, you know, make sure that you're taking care of, you know, are you feeling good both internally and externally, right? Like emotionally and physically, all right? For some of you, maybe this need to, that's part of what the balancing might be, right? How can you address both your emotional needs and your physical needs, all right? And I'm getting, you know, slow and steady, all right? So like with this Knight of Pentacles, you know, don't fret, all right? Like if things don't just kind of happen right away, way. You know, a lot of us, you know, I don't know, like if you were setting intentions at the beginning of the year or something and things just aren't coming, it's like, hey, slow and steady. Remember, that's how you get success here, okay? So I'm going to pull a couple of cards from this just to kind of see. Yep, full four. It's interesting. That's interesting, like with the Knight of Pentacles energy over here, right? Health, yeah, and move. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more. Careful. All right. So, okay, what I'm getting here over here, just yes, health and with move. I'm just gonna say like exercise or like, and I'm not saying this in a shaming way, okay? Just kind of, you know, some of us, you know, it's been kind of winter time for some of us if you're in the northern hemisphere here, which I'm guess. Well, anyway, the point is that right, it's kind of winter time, maybe being inside a lot. So this needs to kind of move, maybe going on a little walk, you know, going, that could be part of your getting out there, you know, if you're missing some sun, you know, make sure you're taking your vitamin, what is it, D or whatever. Sorry. But you know, yeah, all right. Make sure that you're taking care of your health, all right? So that is some of that energy over here. With the careful and the full force over here, I don't know. I'm not, you know, okay, okay, I see, I get it. Yes, make time to have fun, make time to party, make time to, well, not party, be careful. That was the careful. Yeah. It's like, make time to enjoy yourself, all right? But be careful that you're not, you know, overdoing it or overindulging, right? And kind of doing reckless things in the name of self-care or doing, you know, things that are ultimately going to hurt your health or something, because you're kind of saying, but I need time to play, right? So it's kind of like that balancing energy, all right? So, you know, do go out, do take care of yourself, do take care of your needs and have fun, but be careful about not like overindulging, all right, this week, all right? That is what I have for our collective energy. Let me know what you thought. Does this make sense? Is it weird? I don't know. Let me know if it resonated. I would love to hear from you. And if you are still here, I'll go ahead and see you at your science reading. Thank you. Hello, Aries, and welcome to your, wow, weekly reading. Interesting. Sorry, the Knight of Cups just tried to pop up, and I feel like, didn't that happen at another reading for you? Was it the Knight of Cups? I don't know, but I remember I did a reading for you, and there was just like a lot of Cups energy, so you might be having a lot of feelings, Aries, that you're trying to process here. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of, you know, can we please get Aries, 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 the best card for Aries right now. All right. We have Temperance. Okay, so this week, this need for you to balance some things out. It could be like your emotions. It could be your emotions and your passions. I am seeing, you know, it's funny because usually I think of like the water and fire with Temperance, but you know, just like the image of, you know, the water over here looks just kind of full of light. I'm getting, and you know, the sand. Okay, so what I'm getting, the message that I got right away was out with the old and with the new, right? Is that the saying? I don't know. Out with the old and with the new, right? So it's kind of like, hey, what's dusty and sandy and needs to like go, right? And then kind of shedding a light on your feelings over here. I don't know, just with the water being illuminated, all right? So, you know, just kind of a very introspective week. I'm not getting a lot of action because Temperance does show, Temperance does show, what's it called? Like there's a lot of internal transformation, right? Like that's the thing about Temperance. It's like a chill card in the sense that you might be physically not doing too much, but internally there are just kind of things that you're processing, switching up, changing over here, all right? So you do have the Three of Cups in your internal side. You have like how you're feeling like within. You have the Magician is how you're showing up, the Empress, how the world is affecting you, Temperance, yep, double Temperance energy. All right, so some of you might just have a Sagittarius coming your way, or you might be dealing with a Sagittarius, which is more fire energy. All right, so somebody that really sparks you, that really lights you up over here if you're dealing with someone, or you might just be like, it doesn't have to be romantic, right? It could just be like you're dealing with somebody that's fiery as well, you know, like at work or with your friends or something, right? And I'm kind of getting the message of, or I'm getting the message of, and this need for you to make sure that you're not like overdoing it, right? Like maybe you find somebody that really, I don't know, that sparks you up or that gets you heated, like upset or something, right? That like really gets your emotions going is what I'm getting. And this needs to kind of like take a step back, not overdo like any response. Does that make sense? Like, you know, whether it's like, they're making you mad, it's like, don't act too quickly, right? Like, kind of sit with your feelings and process. Whether they making you feel, you know, passionate and wild, it's like, okay, don't act too quickly, right? Like, kind of take a step back, you know, whether they're, I don't know, whatever it is, just like this need for you to kind of sit with your thoughts and feelings for a little bit, all right? With the Three of Cups over here showing up reverse, internally I am getting, you might be tired of people, you might be frustrated, all right? Be careful of overindulging again, you know, like if you're going out and partying and having, you know, good times with friends, be careful that you're not overdoing it again, right? This need for temperance, all right? But some of you might be kind of tired of socializing by the end of the week is what I'm getting, all right? Because you do have, you know, the Empress over here is how it's going to make you feel, like how the external world is going to make you feel. So it's like maybe after all the socializing, partying, whatever, you're going to need some time to recoup over here with the Empress being reversed. Because, you know, the Empress is nurturing, caring, giving, la la la. But like when I see a reverse, the message that I'm getting right now is that you're going to have to make sure that you're making some time to take care of your needs. All right. Make sure that you are working on yourself, that you are caring, right? Like, does that make sense? Yeah, like taking care of yourself, right? Like maybe even putting a lot of energy out there, all right? But it's like, okay, by the end of the week, you're gonna have to make sure that you're also nourishing yourself. I'm getting, actually, I'm gonna pull some of these little cards over here, but I am getting like, you know, okay, make sure that, you know, like, did you partake in too many libations, you know, did you overeat, did you overindulge, you know, like that kind of thing. Be careful that you're not, you know, confusing self-care with self-indulgence, as well as the message that I'm getting here. Okay, so this need for temperance, balancing, all right? So, you know, like not doing things in the name of like not overdoing things in the name of self-care, if that makes sense, right? Back to this temperance energy, okay? Balancing yourself. With the Magician reverse, that's how you are showing up. I'm just getting, you know, be careful, all right? The Magician reverse is, it's an energy of, yeah, it's an energy of, what's it called? Like manipulation, deceit, right? Like a misuse of resources, okay? But so like some people, I don't know, like they might be seeing you as coming off as sneaky, or you might not be using your resources adequately, right? Like that's also what it can be. So, you know, you want to make sure that, you know, like be careful about how you show up again, right? Kind of back to that initial message that I was getting over here about, you know, like if somebody's really triggering your emotional responses, kind of like this need to take a step back and retreat, right? Before you actually kind of act out on things over here, because the Magician can, I don't know, reverse. It can make you look bad, right? Or you can kind of be miscommunicating. You can be like responding inadequately to some sort of situation over here, okay? Yeah, you have give, money matters, and goals. All right. So yeah, with give, yeah, I'm getting... kind of more beyond the, how do I say this? Like, I'm getting more like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to explain it. My brain, why did it stop? Because you have a hard time doing this, don't you? No, with give, I'm getting like give people like the benefit of the doubt, right? Like kind of be more, don't be like in a kind of like, you know, with the misuse of resources sort of thing or whatever. Make sure that you're not like, how do I say this? Oh my God, why am I so stuck? Like, I know what I want to say, but like the words are not coming out. Like, you know, that you're not like in a taking energy, that you're not in a like watch out, like if you're coming off as greedy, right? Like give people the benefit of the doubt is what I was getting. You know, like give people time to process things. Like don't be too like, you know, back to this whole like kind of wanting to just kind of take care of things and charge forward and like, you know, chart like, you know, like that fire energy, you know, it's kind of like, okay, you know, be patient, right? Like it's kind of what I'm getting. I don't know. Yeah, money matters. Some of you might just need to like, you know, check your bank account, especially if you're in this overindulging thing. All right, double check how it's checking your, you know, just do a little budget check is kind of what I'm getting over here, right? Especially those of you that are socializing, balance. Some of you, I'm getting balance your accounts, check your money. Are you giving too much? Are you able to give a little bit more? I don't know. Maybe it's time for you to buy somebody a drink. I don't know, or candy, or I don't know, candy, chocolate. I don't know, right? It doesn't have to be a drink. How do I say drink? All right. And then with goals, you know what I'm really getting with this over here is like self-care goals. All right. Like, what are your goals around taking care of yourself and nourishing yourself, and kind of like this reassessing. I don't know, that's the message that I'm getting. Okay, like they, you know, how to set some goals around the way that you nourish yourself and take care of yourself. Okay, so that is what I have for you this week, Aries. I hope that made sense. Let me know if anything resonated. I would love to hear from you. You can also let me know in the form of a like or a comment, you know, but thank you. Have a good week. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move on to Taurus. Taurus. What does Taurus have going on this week? Wow. Okay, so I'm just going to show you like the Seven of Swords just really wanted to pop up. So I'm going to go ahead and take it. Okay, so it did come up shadow side up. I'm just going to say, okay, because it came out shadow side up, you know, some of you might have a tough week around, okay, some of you might be learning some secrets. Some of you might be uncovering some manipulations, or kind of, I don't know, I'm getting like struggle, like, you know, sevens is it's a challenging energy. All right, so there might be an energy of deceit being uncovered, right? Like, or that sort of thing, if that makes sense. You know, I mean, it's the lying, cheating, stealing card for some people, right? I mean, like sometimes, you know, and I'm just saying it because it came out shadow side up, but because this is also the energy that you need to balance. I'm going to talk about the light side, right? So like if manipulations are being uncovered, if the people that you're dealing with, right? Like, or something like, or things are just, you know, feeling, I'm getting like dubious or like sketch, or like, I don't know, like things are just kind of not adding up. There's this need for you to be tactful over here, okay? Because the Seven of Swords light side up is it's a card of strategy, right? Strategizing, figuring out what works for you, figuring out like a smarter way to do things is what I'm getting, right? Like making sure that you're thinking about approaching things just like in a different way, in a strategic way, right? So that is kind of like the overall energy theme advice over here, which you have over here, the Queen of Swords in your internal side. So, you know, with this Queen of Swords showing up reversed and the Seven of Swords initially showing up shadow side up, I am getting this, you know, be careful about how you're like presenting yourself over here, because like you are showing up in this Two of Pentacles reverse energy, which is, you know, a lack of balance, right? So you might be showing up a little imbalanced, or you might feel like you can't handle a lot of things, you know. And the Queen of Swords reverse and the Seven of Swords, right? Like it combined, like it just gives me this energy of I don't know, like maybe being mean, right? You know, how are you showing up to the people around you? Like, be careful that you're not being callous, that you're not being inconsiderate of others' feelings, that you're not being, right? Like, just kind of like this combination over here, right? It's like, it can be a little bit, careless, right? So, you know, just kind of be mindful about that, okay? You know, these imbalances, these things that you, might need to, you know, take care of over here. I mean, you know, you have Three Pentacles cards over here and Two Swords energy. So like all you have is Pentacles and Swords, all right? So what that tells me is that, you know, this balancing act over here might revolve around your material resources. So, you know, how you're doing, you're definitely thinking about your future. Your future is waiting for you. Your future is waiting to come to you. And I'll get into this in a little bit, all right? But balancing your material resources with your like your thoughts, your mind, you're coming up with game plans, right? Is what I'm getting, right? Like the swords reversed, and the you know, the card of tact over here is like coming up with strategies, right? Like you might need to learn about something that's gonna help your material realm, right? I'm getting like, you know, maybe not so much action right now as far as like taking steps, but it's gonna be a week of learning about what you need to do to get your material resources in order, right? Like because over here you have the Ten of Pentacles, like asking you, you know, like, hey, what do you want for your future? You know, the Ten of Pentacles is like the end all card, and it is a Taurus energy, right? So you know, I'm getting like your future waiting for you, like you being in your power, like the legacies that you want to create, the projects that you want to have, right? Like, I mean, it could be, for some of you, it could be like a family card, right? Like union and, you know, like children and like all that stuff. For others of you, it could be like, you know, what do you want to leave, the footprint that you want to leave on the world, right? So it's like that's calling for you, that's waiting for you, that's waiting to come your way over here. All right, but there is some, I'm getting like learning energy left, right? This need to balance something out, like some strategizing, some figuring things out. Okay, now the world right now is making you, I mean, it seems like, you know, there might be some, how do I say this, like setbacks as far as how you're feeling about yourself, right? Like you might be feeling a little, sorry, I feel like run down, right? Stressed, just not feeling the greatest about yourself, because you have another Taurus energy card over here with the Nine of Pentacles. Wait, is that Taurus? No, that's Virgo. Oh, that's Virgo. Yeah, and this is Virgo too. I don't know. You know what? The point is, I don't know. I thought of it as a Taurus earlier, but it is Virgo energy. I'm so sorry about that confusion. Nonetheless, I don't know. I feel like the messages stick, all right? Like, it's your thing. No, you know what? You know what? I'm going to stop and acknowledge this because I feel like, yeah, it goes back to, you know, like that cautious, like Virgo, like planting the seeds, taking care of business, being that diligent thing. I think that's where that, you know, messages come in weird ways. Yep, that card just agreed. All right, so there is this need for you to, I don't know, like put a little bit more of that, yep, like that tact, what was I saying, right? Like that planning for it, game planning. Okay, so that's why that happened. Okay, I'm gonna stick to that. So, you know, but the world, yeah, might be making you feel a little bit out of sorts, a little bit out of your element is what I'm getting. But there's this need for you to remind yourself that you are this Nine of Pentacles, right? Because like this still showed up. You still have this energy showing up of somebody who's worked hard, right? So somebody who, you know, planted the seed and has grown a lot and has leveled up. And it's like, remind yourself of all the level ups that you've gone through, right? Like, what are the things that you've had to do to get to where you are right now? Because it's like you're not done leveling up, all right? Like that's really it, right? Like the Nine of Pentacles is a great level up, right? But you still have level ups to be had. You can still level up to be, you know, the Queen or King of Pentacles. You can still level up to be, you know, the Empress, which is the ultimate like Taurian energy, right? So like, yes, you've made a lot of progress and there's still progress to be had, but like, so this balance of like reminding yourself of everything that you've had to do to get where you are, as well as there's still work to do and things to learn over here, you know, to continue on this path to this Ten of Pentacles in the future that's, you know, really waiting for you. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull out a couple of cards just from here to see what is coming up. All right, so interesting. So you do have revelations, yeah, revelations, that's right. I was like, did I misspell that? You have revelations, adapt, play, and retreat. Okay, sorry, this is kind of funny, but you know, with adapt and sorry, not adapt, play and retreat here, I don't know, some of you might just need like some kind of you time. Make sure that you're having I'm getting like a fun retreat, all right, something that's gonna be good for you. Like I'm also getting retreat in the learning sense, right? Like, so you might be able to do like a retreat that revolves around your interests or things that you want to do, things that you'd like to do over here. With the play, I don't know, just kind of like balancing that, right? Like, I don't know, make sure that you're not over stressing, that you're still making time for yourself, adapting. Something's gonna change, right? Like some of you might be having revelations about what you want. Some of you might be having revelations about what this Ten of Pentacles means for you, right? So there's need to like kind of switch things up, change, right? This whole like learning energy and like balancing things and being strategic, right? So like there are some as you know, you learn about what this, you know, energy that you want coming your way, right? Kind of making the changes that are appropriate for that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave that there, Taurus. If anything resonated, please feel free to let me know. I would love to hear from you in the form of a like or a comment. Any feedback helps, and good luck this week. All right, thank you. And after Taurus, we have Gemini. All right, Gemini. Actually, Gemini. I'm going to go ahead and have some, a little sippy sip. All right, thank you. If you're drinking coffee too, cheers. But all right, Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. What does Gemini have coming up this week? All right. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, sorry, my deck just kind of went ballistic over here. So some of you might have a lot to say or a lot to communicate. I don't know. Let's see. All right, so we do have the Hanged Man, okay? I'm gonna say, or a lot to learn. You have the Hanged Man. It does show up shadow side up here. That is Piscean energy. And I'm getting just like this need to kind of get in touch with your spirituality, get in touch with like a spiritual side of you, getting in touch with your emotions, you know, because it is like water energy, all right? And ultimately, being willing to see things from a different perspective, okay? Because what I'm getting right here, yeah, I'm getting this resistance, all right? Interesting. Some of you might have Taurus placements. I don't know. I mean, like the messages are different, but like some similar cards showed up, and I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna take them, okay, because I think the messages are here. So yeah, some of you, there's just this resistance, right? Like you see how this Hanged Man over here, he is not trying to go into the light. Like he's stuck in his ways, right? So there is something that you are resisting acknowledging. There's something that you're just not enlightening yourself to, right? Like this Hanged Man is like, you know what, I'm gonna delve my head into the shadows over here because I know that I'm gonna gain a new perspective. I know that I'm gonna understand something new, but you're over here not wanting to do that, is what it feels like, right? So the energy that you need to balance this week is like allowing yourself to delve into these new understandings, okay? For you, these new understandings, very much revolve around your material realm. So that could be the way that you're navigating just your physical space in general, as far as like your body, your work, your housing situation, just like you know, anything in your material realm, right? Like that's real, that's tangible, that's physical, okay? So there's some need for you to kind of have balance the way that you are seeing that about yourself, right? Or like the way that you're navigating that, okay? So just, you know, because we have all those pentacles over here, you know, with the world reversed in your like internal side, you're resisting, right? Like what I say, right? Like there's just this resistance over here. Like the world is trying to level you up. You know, the world isn't, you know, the world is wrapping up cycles. There's cycles that you're trying to close. There's cycles that you are trying to leave behind, but you are not allowing yourself to move on, you know? I'm getting for some of you, it's almost like you are not feeling worthy of this, right? Like you are, you know, not balancing this energy. You are not letting, yeah, you know, because with the Two of Pentacles, I'm really getting you're not balancing like your material realm with your emotions, okay? So I don't know what that means for some of you, but it's kind of like whether it's like how you're physically feeling, how you're navigating your physical space, and how you're feeling about things, right? Like there's just this need for you to figure out, you know, like how to make those match up, right? Or like serve the one the other, one have one serve the other. I don't know. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know how to restate that. I just hope that makes sense for somebody out there. But resistance, you know, and it's like yeah, like you're not starting right, it's like you're not starting, how do I say this, it's not like the full card, which I love the full card, right? But it's like you know, it's like you've closed cycles, you've learned a lot of things, right? And then you're being asked to start something new again. It's like a level up energy. It's like you're starting, you know, level 2, not level 1 again, right? Like but you're not allowing yourself to do that. I'm getting that for some of you. It's like you're not you're not recognizing the hard work that you've put into things, that you put into your life, that you put into your growth over here with the Nine of Pentacles being reversed. It's like, I'm so sorry. I'm still not feeling great. But sorry. I know it's so gross to be sniffly, but yeah. There's just like this need for you to sit with like this realization of everything that you've worked hard for, okay? Because like you're not seeing it, you're not recognizing it. What I'm getting is that you almost don't feel like you've earned this level up, or like you don't really see the future right over here, or like you're not really, how do I say this, yeah, it's like feel like, do you feel worthy of receiving this? Because the universe, the world is trying to kind of give you, you know, like a level up, is trying to give you a new perspective, is trying to bring your future to you. But this 10 of Pentacles over here is not going to happen if you don't recognize your worth, right? Like if you don't recognize that, hey, look at everything that I bring to the table, look at everything that I've worked hard for, and if there are things that, you know, you still feel like, you know, like there might still be some, how do I say this, before you can reap the 9 of Pentacles and be in this 9 of Pentacles energy, maybe you feel like there's still things that you need to wrap up or that you need to finish, right? And that's why the world and the Hanged Man over here are encouraging you to do that, to think about, okay, well, what is it that you really need to do to welcome in this energy of, you know, I deserve everything that I've worked hard for, okay? Because like the best way to welcome in this 10 of Pentacles energy is by you being in your 9 of Pentacles energy, right? Like that's the next level up, right? Like going from 9 to 10, and the 10 of Pentacles is all about, you know, the legacies that you want to leave, the future that you want to create. It's like you have been thinking about it, is what I'm getting, because this is still like your you energy. So like you do, like you have, like you are thinking about what you want, right? For some of you, it could be like a home, you know, like the home with the kids and the dogs and the pets and the, you know, like that sort of situation over here. But for others of you, you know, it could just be, you know, like, I don't know. Okay, I got this really random message. I'm sorry. For some of you, like if you're writing a book, write it. I don't know. That's for somebody somewhere out there. But, you know, like it could be like a project. It could be, I don't know, like a legacy, some sort of like whatever it is that you're trying to do. I don't know. I'm getting for your community, right? Or getting out into your community. I don't know. But anyway, right? So it's not like about the future, right? So like you have been thinking about it. You know, the universe does kind of want to give you this level. Well, the universe does want to give you this level up, right? But like you need to work on your self-worth over here, and really balance these ideas, these thoughts. I'm getting like these feelings about around what you deserve and what like what you deserve and what you can get, right? Like start working on the balancing act. I'm gonna go ahead and pull a couple of the yellow cards over here, see what other messages we get. Health, move, listen, and love. All right. So for health, yeah, sorry, when I get like health and move, some of you might be moving, but when I get like health and move, like it could be like exercise. All right, again, like I don't mean this in a shaming way, please know that I do not mean this in a shaming way, just kind of this need to, I don't know, like I'm getting, you know, it's winter time, a lot of us kind of hibernate and things like that, you know, so kind of like get going with listen. All right, I'm getting more of like listen to yourself. I don't know, for some of you it could be about like listening to, I'm getting listen to your elders, listen to your community. I don't know, I'm getting like more of like a learning mode. All right, so there might be something that you want to learn about yourself, learn about the future that you want. Kind of like I'm getting listen, I really am getting to listen to yourself. Okay, like I'm just gonna say that. Like really listen, right? Like pay attention to what you want, pay attention to what you want. And why do you feel like if you are feeling like you don't deserve that, like why and how can you make yourself deserve that? All right, some of you have love coming your way, like this 10 of Pentacles over here can very much be about love, right? Like you might be thinking about you know, creating, like for some of you is like the nuclear family, right? And for some of you is just like a, you know, a partner that you can kind of delve with, like delve thing like into the world with, right? But yeah, that is, sorry, the message is kind of like randomly stopped. So that is what I have for you today, Gemini. If that made sense, if anything resonated, I would love to hear from you. Please, you know, let me know in the form of a like or a comment. You know, good luck with this. I know it's hard work, but you totally got this, all right? So thank you so much for being here. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to Cancer. All right. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. What does Cancer have coming up this week? All right. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry I laugh like a weirdo. But you have the Chariot. I chuckled because it's your own energy, all right? So Cancer, what do you have coming up this week? I am getting this need for you to stand in your power, be in your power, all right? Make sure that you are, I'm getting like assessing your like be real with yourself about what you need, right? Like kind of, I'm getting standing your ground sort of situation. Just, you know, because it's like your energy, but it's an energy of like charging forward. So I'm just getting, you know, whatever happens for better or for worse, this need for you to like stand your ground. All right, yeah. And we see that again over here with the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, wow. So for some of you, this is okay, I'm just gonna say it. It's not supposed to be like love messages here. But I mean, not like that it's not supposed to be, it's just the general messages, because I am doing a separate love messages if you want to check that out. But I am getting love messages for this reading. So love might just be something that's kind of occupying your week, your time this week or something. All right. But for some of you, what you need to stand up against, okay, there is this, like, I'm getting reconciliation over here with the Six of Cups reversed and the Two of Cups. There's something that you're hanging on to, all right? It's like, you know, if it's a relationship, I'm gonna start with the love messages and then I'll move on. But you know, like if there might be like some sort of like a relationship that, I don't know, like I'm getting, you're trying to charge forward and you're trying to level up over here with the Page of Pentacles, you know, but it's like you're hanging on to something, and I'm getting this idea of like this message of like you know, you need to assess, right? Like, is this worth hanging on to, you know? Because like the Four of Pentacles is very holding on tightly to something, and that's great, that's stable, right? I'm getting that you're seeking the stability, right? But it's like being sure about, you know, okay, is this what you want? Because, you know, the Four of Pentacles is just like the first level up, right? Like you can have more, and that's kind of what I'm getting though. That is kind of like, maybe you're ready to move on from this Four of Pentacles to this Page of Pentacles. You're ready for your level up. You're trying to bring somebody into the picture, right? Like you're trying to reconcile with someone is what I'm getting. And but you know, like there are these, you know, with the Six of Cups reversed over here, like there might be some miscommunication, some just kind of like mishaps, like things kind of like not working out, but you're over here trying to make it right. So I'm gonna say about that, you know, back to this Chariot, initial Chariot energy, I think that was like that messaging of you needing to stand your ground. So it's like you're over here very offering, right? But like who knows how your person is going to receive it with the Six of Cups reverse, or like they might not be very open to what you're offering. So there's just this need for you to not allow you know, whoever it is that you're dealing with to step all over you is what I'm getting. Okay. So yeah, like be careful about that. All right. Make sure that you are I'm getting like advocating for your needs, all right? Like, you know, with this balancing energy, like because this is the balancing energy, you know, like y'all might want to like discuss, hey, you know, why did this you know, discord happen? Like why, let's look back and see how what didn't work out before we charge forward, right? Like that sort of thing over here. For those of you that it's not about love, I'm getting that it could be very work related, okay? Like, so because you do have Pentacles and Cups, all right? All you have is the material realm and the emotional realm over here, okay? So with the material realm, I am getting like work related. Work might be kind of, I'm getting, some of you might be wanting to like do something new at your job, or you might be trying to start like a new project, you know, and you're kind of looking for partnership within your job, right? Like, so this doesn't have to just be like emotional partnership, but like maybe somebody to work with you to get something started is kind of what I'm getting over here. All right, so there is this need for you to think about how y'all can collaborate or cooperate, okay? Like I'm getting, okay, I'm just gonna say it, I'm sorry. For some of you, there might be like some like boss disagreements and things like that. So there's this need for y'all to like, you know, like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it, and I would never say, right, like, you know, do things with caution, you know, but it's like advocating for your needs. Like if you're facing with somebody, I'm getting like somebody in authority over you, but I'm getting like, you know, make sure that you are still standing in your power, but be willing to be in a reconciliation energy, right? Like, does that make sense? Like, you know, like you don't want to, right? Because like there's, you know, kind of like, what's it called, like disagreements over here, right? But it's like you want to show up over here as like, okay, I'm offering a solution over here, like a tangible solution. Okay, I'm willing to work this out, right? But at the same time, balancing that with still standing in your power. Like I'm getting like not letting people step all over you, and like not letting people take advantage of you over here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull some cards for you over here. Yeah, see, for some of you, this is definitely about love. You know, with the move, it's funny because that is like, I don't know, move and chariot. Like, I always like associate those because like chariot's all about movement. I don't know. Some of you might be facing a move, like a physical move. Oh, wow. Double love. Okay. Wow. Okay. What did I say? Sorry. It's funny because, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna say it, all right? I'm sorry. For some of you, if something isn't working, there's just this need for you to like move on is what I'm getting, right? Like, because the chariot is an energy of figuring out what works for the charioteer, right? Is like leaving behind the things that haven't worked out. Is like, you know, leaving behind the destruction before them to like go and search for things that are gonna feel better, things that are gonna be good and they're gonna be full of growth, right? Like really getting what you want. So for some of you, like there is this need to move on from the things that haven't working. For some of you, this could be love. It could be moving toward love or away from somebody that's just kind of not fitting, right? I'm sorry, I hate to say that, right? Like I don't want to deliver such messages, but they're here. And for some of you, it's about your career, right? So, and didn't I say that it was like love and career over here? But yeah, right, like if a job is just not working for you, if a situation, right, like your physical space, right, like whatever isn't working for you, is like moving toward that, like thinking about, okay, like what is going to be better for me, what is going to be a better fit, what is it that that I'm wanting, right? So those are the messages that I have for you today, Cancer. If anything resonated, please feel free to let me know. I would love to hear from you. I appreciate any feedback. You can let me know in the form of a like or a comment. Any feedback helps. And good luck, and remember to stand in your power, all right? Thank you so much, Cancer. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to Leo. Leo. What does Leo have? Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry. Leo. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at the situation because Cancer just got like their own card. Some of you might have Cancer placements. If you do, you should definitely check them out. Sorry, I feel the need for a little bit of coffee, so just give me a second. Yeah. All right. So yeah, and yeah, so it's just, I don't know, like when your own energy shows up as your advice, and I don't know, I was just kind of recalling, yeah, I'm sorry, like, you know, if you don't have any Cancer placements, ignore me, all right? The point is that your own energy showed up, okay? So, you know, it did show up shadow side up over here, so I'm getting, this might be a week where you feel a little bit out of balance, a little bit, you know, with strength. I'm getting, like, you might be facing some challenges over here, all right? Things that might make you feel a little bit afraid is what I'm getting, okay? But this need for you to ultimately stand in your power, right? Because this is the energy that you are balancing, okay? So make sure that you are, I'm getting like face your fears, you know? Make sure that you are acknowledging where you need support is another message that I'm getting, all right? Acknowledging what your fears are even is, okay, wow, all right. So the Nine of Cups, I'm going to put it back in the deck, but the Nine of Cups did want to show up, which, sorry, the message that I got with that, I'm going to tell you, take it or leave it. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself, okay? Make sure that you are like acknowledging your needs. Make sure that you are, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. All right. Wow. Okay. So yes, acknowledge your needs. Okay. Recognize your feelings over here. All right. So with the moon showing up and how you're showing up, sorry, I don't know. I feel the need to start there. It's like there's something that feels very hidden, right? I'm getting like, are you recognizing what these things that are plaguing you are? Like, do you know what's making you feel bad? Do you know what's making you feel out of whack, like out of your power? Because if you don't, then there is this need for you to take care of that, to recognize that, right? To like, I'm getting for some of you, like you're gonna be hiding how you're feeling. I'm getting this energy of like you kind of just navigating, showing up in your Leo strong energy, like putting on I'm just gonna say, like, putting on a mask for the rest of the world, you know, and you're gonna be showing up over here like on your own, right? But like there are some feelings that within yourself, like you need to be recognizing, okay? With the Ace of Cups being reversed over here. And it's funny because like it was like that Nine of Cups messaging that I was getting of you needing to put love into yourself, right? Like I'm getting like that self-care, like that nourishing your own needs, right? Like, you know, this cup of like love and emotional support and things like that, it needs to go toward yourself right now. All right, make sure that you are, you know, what do you need to do to feel happy? What do you need to do to take care of yourself, right? Like I don't know, I'm getting, and I'm not getting it like, how do I say this? Because, okay, like, I don't know. It might just be a week for you to indulge a little bit, okay? I'm not saying overdo it or anything, you know, like, you know your limits, you know your balance, right? But it's like, hey, you know, like, if you really need, this is a silly example, right? But like, if you really need that cookie because, you know, it's like what you need right now. I need cookies and milk. Like, it's like, okay, you know what? Like, go and have the cookies and milk. I don't know what your cookies and milk are or your version of that is, right? But it's just kind of like, you know what? Like, it's okay. Like for this week, it's okay. All right. Because you're in this healing energy. You're in this down and out energy. But guess what? Like, hey, like, yeah, the energy is still showing up over here of, you know, kind of pain, despair. Like some of you might be facing some, I'm sorry, you know, but like it was feeling backstabbed over here with the Ten of Swords, like feeling hurt. Somebody might, right, like somebody might have betrayed you. Somebody might have just got you not feeling, I don't know, like maybe just kind of hurting you. Like I don't know how that could be, right? Like maybe like mentally, like, you know, I don't know, I'm getting the sticks and stones, like what's the saying, the stick and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. But I'm getting like, nah, like somebody's saying words that are hurtful, you know, that are hurting your feelings or something like that. But you know, the beauty of the Ten of Swords reverse is that like that's ending. All right, I'm getting that, you know, you are sitting with that energy a little bit, like I said at the beginning, you know, feeling a little bit out of sorts, like there's something that, you know, you might not be facing some challenges over here, but you're leaving that behind, you know. And I love seeing the Five of Pentacles reversed because it's an energy of you figuring out what you need, right? Like to me, fives reversed are energy of healing, right? So it's like, you know what, this is my down and out card, right? And it's like you're done being down and out. It's like, you know what, like that's what you're realizing over here this week, right? Like that's how you're really finding your strength. It's like, you know what, yeah, I wallowed, yeah, you know what, like I got hurt, yeah, you know what, I wasn't feeling great, but like by taking care of yourself, by recognizing your feelings, recognizing who hurt you, recognizing what hurt you, right? I just got, sorry, I just got the message for some of you is like, I hurt myself, you know? So if you hurt yourself, right? Like, but there's this recognition of like, okay, this is what I need to do to get out of that energy. This realizing, okay, this is who I have. These are the people that I have. These are the resources that I have. This is what I can do to make myself happy. And I'm getting that for a lot of you. It's going to be this recognition of like, hey, I make myself happy, right? Like this whole back to this like, Cups energy of, you know, you taking care of yourself, you taking care of your needs as well, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull some cards from my little deck over here, see what comes up. Okay, you have observe, work, friends, and act. All right, so yeah, okay, I don't even know where to start. For some of you, some of these things might be happening at work. I'm getting like work, school sort of situation, of like, I don't know, like I'm getting even like work friends or friends being the ones that are making you feel a little bit out of sorts over here, right? I'm getting this week of kind of realizing who your real friends are, people that are going to be there for you. With observe is kind of like keeping an eye out. I'm getting that, you know, that's why you're being so secretive and hidden over here, because you're kind of looking out, right? Like seeing, okay, like who really does have my back, who is supportive, you know, who can I trust, right? So you know, like just kind of keeping an eye out sort of situation. For the act, I'm getting this acting toward yourself, all right? Like start acting as far as like taking care of your needs. Start doing things to actually take care of your needs, to actually figure out, you know, what support do you have, to actually figure out how to do things for yourself, all right? Like that's what I'm getting this act for, okay? But other than that, like with the observe, just kind of yeah, like keep an eye out, right? Like kind of be in a more like act toward yourself but observe toward the outside world. Okay, for some of you, yeah, like once you do figure out who your true friends are, right, like talk to them or whatever, right? But I'm getting just like this you know, like, yeah, it's just gonna be a lot, like a week. I don't know. I'm so sorry, Leo. I wish I had like like happier mess. I mean, like I said, this cycle is ending. All right, know that this energy is temporary, okay? Because you have healing and you have moving on and starting new things over here. All right, so just, you know, if it is a tough week coming up for you, like know that things are ending. Things are gonna be like getting better over here. You know, and make sure that you're just like acting toward yourself and taking care of yourself. Okay, so that is what I have for you today. I hope that made sense. Let me know. Let me know if anything resonated. I would love to hear from you, all right? And good luck with all of this. And, you know, remember to stand in your power, Leo, okay? Thank you so much for being here. And, all right. I'm going to go ahead and move on to Virgo. All right, Virgo. What does Virgo have going on this week? All right, Virgo. We have Judgment over here. All right, so Virgo, I mean, you do have Judgment card 20, an awakening, major arcana here, so it could be a big week for you. Waking up to something new, a new version of yourself is what I'm getting. Kind of having some realizations here is another thing I'm getting. All right, so you do have, yeah, Ace of Wands, new beginnings, this new, yeah, oh wow, okay, wow, Virgo, what are you getting onto? Tell me, because this looks good and juicy and awesome. All right. So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to start with the... Okay, because I'm getting like double messages here, right? So first set of messages for some of you, this new thing, this whatever it is that you're awakening to, okay, like whatever it is that you are putting an end to things and starting fresh, right? Like there's a rebirth, there is something new happening, and I'm getting that it's revolving around something creative, something passionate, something that makes you feel good, something that sparks you with this Ace of Wands here. For some of you, it could be like a passion project, getting in touch with your creative side, doing things that just make you feel good, right? Like that's what you're awakening to this week. Like maybe you realize, I don't know, like, you know what, I really want to, I don't know, to paint this week, or I really want to go dancing, or I really want to start like practicing my, I don't know, like my art, my this, my that, something creative, something passionate, right? Like that's really just what it is. And you're going to be putting the work into it, all right? Like the Eight of Pentacles is like, yep, I'm going to be diligent about it. I'm going to, like, you know, like it's not like, it's like you have this idea and you're going to put the work into it, okay? And as a result, it's great, right? Because like, it's like you're letting go of things that kind of like don't work over here. A new version of you is rising from this. And it's like, you're not giving up, right? Like you're charging forward with this King of Wands energy. You're like really, right? This King of Wands is looking at this Ace of Wands like, yes, let's do this. I'm getting this done. I don't know, like I love this energy so much. All right, whatever it is that you are doing, like you're just not giving up. I'm getting like you're putting your Virgo twist into, not twist, like your Virgo energy into things, of kind of like coming up with a game plan, being diligent about it, right? Like saying, okay, like yes, I have this feeling, okay, but like, or like this passion, so how am I gonna act on it, right? And it's like you're being strategic about it. You know, the Page of Pentacles over here is just an energy of materializing things. It's like, yeah, you have this idea, right? But like now you're gonna get things done, okay? You know, the King of Wands, I love it, right? Like it's like that passionate energy, but kings get things done, and that is what you're doing. You're bringing your ideas into fruition. You're making things happen. I love this so much for you, all right? So that is like a beautiful, beautiful week, okay? So for some of you, this could revolve around love, okay? Like you might find somebody that makes you feel good. It could be an earth energy, like you are earth energy. So it could be earth energy, or it could just be somebody that feels like your match over here. Okay, I'm also getting somebody that makes you feel like you're going through like puppy love again, right? Or like you're going through like young love again, that just kind of sparks you, that makes you feel like, yes, let's go on all these adventures, yes, let's make this real. But you're still feeling a little bit wobbly, a little bit like, I don't know how to like really do this again. I don't know, I'm getting like a very giddy and like I don't know how to explain it, like I'm like giddy and flirty and just like fun energy, all right? But at the same time, it's like, hey, I really want this to happen. But I recognize that I have to put some work into the situation, okay? So it's like you really are going to want to make this work, okay? With this King of Wands over here, I mean, it could be like another earth energy, or it could be like a Sagittarian energy, or like a fire energy. But what I'm really getting is just somebody that's going to make you feel like full of passion and like it's real, right? Not just like you're living up in this imaginary world. It's like you're actually gonna, like, I'm getting, live out your adventures and make them happen in the real world, right? Like not just like talking about your plans and talking about your ideas, but actually like, you know what, yeah, like let's go on this adventure, let's go on this trip, like let's do this thing, right? I don't know if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense, okay? Because those are like the twofold messages that I'm getting over here, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out a couple of extra cards here from my own little deck. Yeah, you have friends, observe, interesting. Listen, and routine, interesting. All right. Okay, no, not interesting. Okay, so I mean, yes, interesting, but I don't know. I'm sorry, I know some people hate when you say like interesting, but I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so okay. Friends, observe. Okay, so what I'm gonna say is, for some of you, this whole situation, whatever it is that, you know, if it's like the love situation is what I'm getting. Actually, regardless of what it is, whether it's the loved one or just kind of like your passion project, I'm getting that your friends are going to have a big role to play in this, okay? So whether it's like getting support from your friends, or like you might meet this new person through your friends, all right? Like that's like something that I'm getting over here. So listen, all right? I'm getting listen and learn, okay? Like about, you know, what, like I said, whether it's a person or a project, all right? There's this need for you to kind of keep an ear out, right? Because I'm getting, you're going to be getting some good news. You're going to be getting some inspiration, some ideas by listening and observing, all right? So it's kind of, what I'm getting is like, it's a time to kind of like, I'm getting like, how do I say this, right? Like just like somebody who's like sitting back, keeping their ears open and watching the room, right? Like it's like, okay, what can I listen to the table like next to me, or what can I see across the room? Like that sort of situation. I don't know. Sorry, I'm getting like a very vivid image in my mind, but I like that's as best as I can explain it right now, right? Just kind of like watching the room, listening for ideas, right? Because I'm getting like that's where a lot of inspiration might be coming from, okay? Routine, I love this because this is like your, you know, at first I was like, what? Routine? But it's like, no, that's like that Virgo energy, like your energy of like, yep, like you're gonna add this passion into your routine, you know, you're gonna like Virgo-esque, I don't know, you're gonna do things your way, in the sense of like you're gonna come up with a game plan, right? Like you're gonna be like, yep, this is what I need to do to get these things going, right? So even if it's like something as, you know, like a passion and that feels like, how do I contain this? It's like, no, you're gonna contain this and you're gonna compartmentalize it, and you're gonna be like, or not, I don't know if that's the right word, right? But you're gonna say like, yep, this is how we're gonna take care of business here, right? And you're gonna add it into your routine, and you're gonna make it happen, and you're gonna make it grow in your own way, all right? Virgo, I love this energy for you today, this week, all right? I hope you get out there and get what you want over here, all right? And let your passions just kind of flourish, all right? Beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. If anything resonated, made sense, let me know. I would love to hear from you, okay? You can let me know in the form of a like or a comment, all right? Thank you so much, and go and get yours, Virgo. All right, what is after Virgo? Libra, I need some coffee. Thank you for bearing with me. if you are here. I don't know. I would just go to the timestamps. Do you just go to the timestamps? I don't know. Let me know. All right. So Libra, Libra, Libra. What does Libra have going on this week, Libra? All right. Libra, Libra, Libra. Okay, sorry. My hands feel a little achy. That's weird. Like, it came out of nowhere. Like, they were not achy. Like, it's weird. It's not, I don't know. Some of you, check your, I don't know, check your health. You might be, I don't know. Interesting. Sorry, I don't mean to bore you with my stuff. Just, I don't know. All right, take care of your hands. All right, so you do have the Page of Wands showing up here, light side up. Okay, interesting. Some of you Libras might be trying to spark sparking something. Wow, okay. Sorry, the Knight of Swords just tried to like pop up here, but I'm gonna put it back in the deck. But I am getting this energy of like communicating something, communicating some passions over here. All right, so these are the general messages. Not, I'll have another reading for like love messages if you want to check that out, but I am getting like some like, I don't know, some flirty lovey-dovey sort of situation here that you might want to share with somebody. Okay, other than that, it could just be you trying to materialize. Nah, it's about love. Who are we kidding? Yeah, oh wow, it's very much about love. Well, okay, I'm gonna say but it could be like you trying to materialize something. Okay, like you trying to I don't know, like make something real, make something happen, okay? Because pages get things started, pages get things going, okay? All right, so whew, I'm gonna start with the love messages because they're just like screaming at me here, okay? Some of you might be starting something fresh away from somebody else. You might be leaving somebody behind. I'm just gonna say it how it is, okay? I am getting that you are going through some healing over here. You know, the Three of Swords is it is an energy of like, it could be sadness, it could be despair, it could just be like not feeling like your best of self, but like know that it's also an energy of healing, right? Like as you allow yourself to sit in those feels, right? Like make sure that you're processing them, make sure you're processing what's not working out, make sure that you're processing what is like what's hurting you, so that you can move on from that, right? I'm getting that you want over here to start something new. Like you are being asked to kind of like, hey, like take this chance, sorry. I'm sorry, I'm sick. No, but like take this chance, materialize things, get things get things going that make you feel good, that spark you, Libra, over here. All right. So yeah, like for some of you, like right now this week, I'm getting, there are this is challenging energy, right? Three of Swords, Ten of Cups reversed, and Five of Wands over here. But it's also an energy of healing, all right? For some of you, like I said, you might be wrapping up cycles, you might be wrapping up things that didn't work out for you before, but I am getting that you sitting down and kind of with these thoughts and recognizing what didn't work out, it's ultimately what's going to help you charge forward over here, So it's like, as you think about, okay, I didn't like how this happened, or I didn't like, I don't know, like, how do I say this, right? Like, okay, this didn't work out because of X, Y, Z, whatever, like, why do you, like, what did that teach you, right? Like, what did that teach you about what you wanted? What did that teach you about, what you want for yourself, like how you want to charge forward, what it is that sparks you, right? It's like, I don't know, like, yeah, there is some pain and healing. Sorry, I know, oh my gosh, see, I feel so callous. Like, I'm not trying to come off like, yeah, you're hurting, whatever, but it's like, like, yes, you are hurting. Sit with your feelings, sit with your thoughts, but also, think about what you've learned from that, okay? I'm sorry if I sound mean or like I'm just dismissing your feelings. I'm really not trying to say that, okay? But yes, all right, challenges. Some of you might have faced challenges. Okay, I'm getting that for some of you, Libras, there are like challenges from outside of your relationships that caused like discord, right? Like some of you, like, I don't know where I'm getting, you know, and whether this is about love or not over here, I'm getting just kind of people around you, how do I say this, like disagreements over your lifestyle, disagreements over how you do things, disagreements over what you want for yourself, right? And it could be coming from like friends, from family, but just, you know, this like this challenging energy. But I'm getting that you're coming out of this, right? Like that you're kind of learning to say, hey, you know what, like maybe I just don't, you know, okay, sorry, what I got is like, I don't care what you think, I'm gonna do what I want, right? Like you're healing from this, other people kind of trying to keep you down, or like other voices around you, just kind of saying this is how you should do things, and you're like, no, 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 I'm taking care of myself, I'm gonna do things my way, like I'm standing my ground over here, you know. And like you are healing from, I'm getting like the harms that, you know, society, that the people around you have placed on you, and then you're moving on from that and really doing things that make you feel good in this Page of Wands energy. All right, the Queen of Pentacles over here, some of you might be dealing with a Capricorn or just like an earth energy coming your way as well, you know, especially for those of you that are dealing with, you know, like a love situation. All right, like so you might find somebody over here that's I don't know, like really trying to take care of business, really trying to like get things also going as well. And also for some of you, it's just you being this Queen of Pentacles. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But being this Queen of Pentacles over here, like taking care of business, right? I'm also getting like taking care of yourself, all right? Like, but okay, I'm just gonna say this for some of you, like you have somebody that's kind of coming in and like trying to take care of you, all right, Libra? I don't know. I'm just gonna put that out there, all right? I'm gonna go ahead and get some cards from the my little yellow deck over here. See what pops up. Okay, so you have revelations. All right, I'm getting like you learning about yourself more than anything. But I mean, I don't know, some of you might be learning about, yeah, some of you might be learning about something, might be learning about someone. Okay, but I'm getting that you just really are gonna be learning about yourself. All right, it's like a time for you to learn about yourself. Okay, all right, yeah, okay. Social hours. Some of you, I don't know, you might just need to like get out there, talk to some friends, talk to people that you trust. Okay, I'm getting like be careful. For some of you, be careful about who you're socializing with. All right, oh sorry, I hate to give those messages, but you know, it is what it is. Careful. All right, yeah, back, you know, with this like 5 of Wands energy over here. Sorry, oh my god. I'm so sorry, I hate being sniffly. This is like, I'm sorry. But just, yeah, being careful about who you talk to. And I'm getting like being careful about like other people imposing their ideas on you. All right, like that's the message that I got. Okay, you know, like kind of I know I hate giving like those kinds of messages, but you know, it is what it is. It's what's on the board here. Another board, why did I say the board? The spread. Anyway, sorry, did I just think of cheese? Because like a cheese board. Oh my god. Okay, Libra. I think I'm feeling like your airy energy of just like woo. All right, sorry. But yeah, recovery. Okay, yeah, like take care of yourself. You are healing. All right, like remember, hey, like you are on recovery mode. Okay, take care of your needs, take care of your wants as like you're going through this week. Okay, but like you are healing. All right, so keep in mind that, you know, like good things are coming your way, even if it might be a little bit of a challenging energy here. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that there, Libra. Let me know if things made sense. If anything resonated, I would love to hear from you. You can let me know in the form of a like or a comment, you know, however, you know, just let me know. All right, and you know, go ahead and find something that makes you feel good over here. All right, thank you so much, Libra. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what this week has coming up for you. So you do have the sun. Beautiful. I love it. You have the sun as your energy that, you know, theme / things that you need to balance over here. So I am getting, you know, make sure that you're making some time to play, making some time to have some fun this week. All right. Wow. Okay. Wow. Sorry, my card. Let me do an old school shuffle over here. Yep. There we go. That felt so good. All right. So do things that feel good for you. Okay, Scorpio, this week. I'm getting this need for you to get in touch with your like inner child. Make sure that you're doing things just for fun over here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wow. 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 Goodness. All the reversals. Interesting. Yeah. So this whole yeah, this whole taking care of yourself, this whole like, wow. Okay, interesting. Okay, I'm just gonna bring this up. Okay, you can take this or leave it. But earlier, like I had started like the Scorpio reading, and I got like a cough attack. Like it was really bad, so I had to like stop the reading. All right, full disclosure over here. Um and I'm like, I am sick, right? Like I am sick. So I was kind of like, okay, like the messages just kind of weren't meant to come that way. And it was just like really bad. And I was just, right now when I got it, like right now I got like my throat just kind of like closed up right here right now. And initially, it's okay, sorry. This is going to be long. I'm so sorry. The reason that I bring that up is because, earlier when I got that cough attack, I was thinking about like throat chakras, and I'm like, oh man, I wonder if like Scorpio's throat chakra is closed up. But then I was like, well, you're sick, dummy, so you know, like you might just be like sick over here. But I was really thinking about like, oh, you know, maybe there's like some communication that needs to happen, or that you're waiting for communication, or there's something that you're having trouble expressing, that you know you might need to kind of balance out over here. All right. So for some of you, I'm gonna say that it's gonna be around like reaching out for support and reaching out for help over here with this 10 of Wands. Okay. And the reason I went into all that story just to say that is because like I felt it again like right now, and it was like a very similar, and I know, like I said, I know I'm sick, so you can take this or leave it. All right. But for those of you that are having trouble communicating with people, or that you might be in the need to address your throat chakra, that might be something that you want to look into. All right, if that's like your thing. But overall, I'm just getting the message of like, don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to ask for support, because I'm getting that you're showing up over here in this 10 of Wands reverse and 3 of Pentacles reverse, which are all well, you know, this isn't a card of cooperation necessarily, but it is a card of, you know, feeling struggled, feeling burdened, you know, like there are things that, you know, like you might feel like you have a lot on your back, a lot on your shoulders, like a lot of things, you know, you're carrying a lot of things over here, a lot of stressors, a lot of worries. I'm feeling overwhelmed. But you know, with the reversal in particular, I always hear, you know, ask for help. Like, know that you don't have to, you know, do this on your own, you know, like holler out there, you know, like there's people back there, you know, like holler and say, hey, like, can somebody come and help me? Right? Like, hey, I need some support right now, you know, like, can we cooperate? Can we collaborate? Because I'm getting that right now you're showing up in this more, I'm getting like you're keeping these things to yourself, right? Like maybe you've been a little bit more isolated, and hey, you know, we all need, you know, some time to ourselves or whatever. But you know, especially with the sun over here, I'm getting, you know, like look at the brighter things. Like I said, get out and play, right? Be willing to maybe cooperate, get a little bit out, you know. I'm getting like stick your nose out. Was that a saying? I don't know if that's a saying, like, you know. But I'm just getting like an image of somebody like poking their head out of a window, right, and kind of saying hello, hello. All right, sorry, I don't know. But this willingness to cooperate, right? Like, so you might be feeling a little bit more isolated, like, oh, maybe you don't have time for people right now. Maybe you're feeling like people are just kind of annoying me. For some of you, this could be work related, all right? So like people at work might be stressing you out because, you know, the Pentacles is a card of, you know, collaboration and cooperation, and also in the material realm, right? Like very work related. So yeah, yeah, for some of you it's work. Sorry. Yeah, you know, so it's kind of, you know, I'm getting, you know, over here back to this, making time to play, right? Like, I don't know, just make sure that you're balancing that energy, asking for support when you need it, all right? I'm getting over here as well, exploring different options, exploring different alternatives, exploring different solutions to your problems is another thing that I'm getting. And it's weird because like something that is like, I'm getting that like by making time to have fun and detach from the problems and detach from the like things that aren't working, by making time for yourself and making time to play, that's where some of these solutions might be coming from. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I don't know how else to say it. That's the message that came, and I hope that made sense. And yeah, over here, you know, it's like the world is like you're wanting to go out into the world, you're wanting to explore different venues, you're thinking about your future over here with the 10 of Cups as well, and the Two of Wands, right? It's like, you know, the Two of Wands is like exploring different things, like feeling successful, feeling great, like knowing that the world is in your hands and that there's such a lot of world to see. Sorry, I don't know if some of you are really into I don't know, I don't want to call them like oldies, but okay. Sorry. So, like right before I started your reading, you know how I was getting, it's funny because like I said, it's like as soon as I started the reading, I got like my throat chakra closed over here, or like my, I don't know, like I got that cough attack earlier and things like that. Nonetheless, I was feeling particularly musically in this pile. And a song that came earlier was the man who got away, like the night is bitter, the lost star, what is it, the sky has lost its glitter, the stars have lost their glitter, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know, right? Like if that means anything to anyone. And sorry, the reason I bring that up is because I'm also getting Moon River, like particularly like the Audrey Hepburn, like I don't know. So I don't know if for those of you that are into like classical, is that classical, like classical like movies, or like I don't know, I'm just getting like, I don't know, like old songs, and then earlier with, I don't know. Okay, sorry, I don't know that, I don't know why I'm going on this rant here, Scorpio, but you know that, or maybe I don't know, maybe there might be messages for you in those songs, or there might be messages for you in like the movies, or like something, or I don't know. Judy Garland, or is it Judy Garland, or like Audrey Hepburn or whatever, mean anything to you? I don't know, like that might be something for some of y'all out there. I don't know, okay? It's just like what came to me, okay? Why did I bring that? Oh, because there's such a lot of world to see. That's what it is. That's why the Moon River song came up. But yeah, I'm also getting, yeah, sorry. Okay. Whew. Scorpio, we are so chatty and I haven't even said anything. All right, let me get back to your reading. No, you know what? I feel like I said at some point that I owed you like an extra reading. So this is, I think, just going to be like the extra reading that I owed you. And it's going to be like just a little longer than the other signs. Okay, Scorpio, what are we going to do about it? I don't know. Nothing. All right. And so for some of you, yeah, it's just like, but you're feeling stuck is what I'm getting, right? Like you're not really charging forward. You're not going out and seeing the world that is waiting for you. But there's this desire for you, like from you, right? To kind of want to do that. You want to see the brighter days. You want to see, right? Like it's like you are feeling a little stressed and overwhelmed over here, but you are thinking of, you know, your happily ever after. I'm getting that for some of you. It's like, I'm getting that, okay, I'm sorry. Like maybe you're not seeing your happily ever after, like, how do I say this? Like, you know, like I'm getting this, like, when am I gonna get it? Like, when am I gonna get my 10 of Cups? When am I gonna get my happily ever after? Like, is it coming? It's like you want to see it, you want to explore it. And I'm getting like this need to like see it in your now, right? Like we're trying to like make it happen now, right? For some of you, there's just like this need to get out there to explore, to go see the world, you know, to go find your happily ever after somewhere. For some of you, I'm getting this like reimagining of what your 10 of Cups is, right? Like because the 10 of Cups is emotional fulfillment, and it's like your emotional fulfillment, not just like that you bring to yourself, right, but like with those around you and things like that. So there's this like need to kind of assess, what does that look like for you? You know, what hasn't worked for you before? What does that look like for you now? Like what do you want it to look like? Because the universe is trying to offer you this 10 of Cups over here, but I'm getting that, you know, it's not quite ready, right? Like there's this still this need for you to kind of assess, this need for you to explore. Like I said, I'm getting this energy of like things are going to come for you when you're having fun, okay? Like when you are making time to heal your inner child. For some of you, when you're making time to play and really, I don't know, get out there and explore an adventure or whatever, like that's when the answers are going to come to you, okay? So I don't know, maybe it's a week to get out there. No, it is a week to get out there, have fun. All right, like I'm getting like the answers for whatever it is that you're asking is gonna come to you like randomly. Like you can study, like you can study for the test, like you can, I don't know, like the test of life, what? No, like, but you can study, like you can, or you can look stuff up, like you can do whatever, but it's almost like things are just gonna come to you when you're not even thinking about it. Like, does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the energy that I'm getting over here. So like, explore, have fun, like do things, ask for support over here. And it's like when you least expect it. There you go. That's that thing. Yeah, family, shake up, stand your ground, and changes. Okay. All right, yeah. So for some of you, you know, with this like overburdened energy over here and the stand your ground, I'm just getting, you know, one again, like what's it called? Like asking for support. Sorry. I don't know why. See, you know why I got stuck? Because it's hard for you. I'm getting that for some of you. It's just like really hard to be like, I need help with this, or to admit that you're overburdened, or to admit that you're overwhelmed. I'm getting this like, are you even admitting it to yourself? You know, like, sorry, I don't know. I was gonna say it for some of you out there, okay? But stand your ground as far as like if people are trying to like put more things on your plate, right? Like if people are being uncooperative with you, all right, like stand your ground, right? Like kind of say like, hey, no, you know what? I am a little bit overwhelmed over here, so can I please get some support? You know, whatever it is, all right? With family, I don't know, some of this lack of cooperation might be coming from family, but I don't know, I'm not necessarily getting that. I'm almost getting like getting in touch with your soul family, or collaborating with your family is more what I'm getting over here, all right? Or like finding time for family, you know, especially with, you know, the 10 of Cups over here, and it doesn't have to be blood family, right? It could be like your soul family, your soul tribe, like your people, just, you know, that you get along with, okay? Like you do have changes, you know, and like, you know, what I was saying earlier, like changes around assessing, you know, what this 10 of Cups looks like for you, you know, what does this emotional fulfillment look like for you, and this need to shake things up, okay? So like I said, going on these adventures, you know, I'm getting shaking up your routine, right? Like I'm getting this need for you to, like I said, go out and explore, right? Like shaking something up, like something needs to change a little bit over here, all right? Wow. Scorpio, your reading is twice as long as other people's. I am so sorry about that. And thank you for bearing with me, and thank you for bearing with me through that like rantiness that I was getting over here, all right? But if anything resonated, if things made sense, please let me know. I would love to hear from you in the form of a like or a comment, all right? Any feedback helps. Thank you for being here, and you know, go out and have some fun, all right, Scorpio? Thank you so much. And I'm gonna go ahead and move on to, all right, Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius have coming up this week? All right, so we do have the Ace of Swords here, okay? It is shadow side up, so I am gonna say for some of you, watch your words. Also, some of you might be getting, okay, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say, like, be careful of miscommunication. Some of you might be hearing things that you don't want to hear at this point, is something else that I'm getting. Just, you know, like with the shadow side up, the way that, you know, the hand is holding like the blade, I'm getting just kind of like painful messages for some of you. Misunderstandings, miscommunication, all right? Be mindful of that, because this is the energy that you are being asked to balance over here. So yeah, oh wow, okay, wow, okay, yeah. So yeah, this is the energy that you're being asked to balance, right? So in that same energy, you know, thinking about how to balance that is like, make sure that, you know, you're standing in your truth, that you're standing in your power. You see that particularly over here with the Emperor, okay? You do have Emperor and Judgment, it's major arcana, and then the King of Cups. It's just like really, really strong cards over here, you know? So there's very much this need for you to stand in your truth is what I'm getting, right? Like speak your truth, and like know that that's what's going to help you charge forward over here. With the Emperor, yeah, there's just this need for you to take charge, all right? It's a fellow fire energy, you know? So make sure that, you know, you're charging forward, that you're standing in your power, that you're, I'm getting, okay, I'm just going to say it, you know, it's a week to think about your needs, okay? Like that's the message that I got, all right? Because it's like I'm almost getting, right, like, because over here you have like from the external side, you have like the 9 of Swords, right? And this is like the energy that you have like less control over, because it's external energy. So it's like there might be people over here causing you to feel stress, causing you to feel anxiety, you know, like this, you know, sleepless night energy is coming from somebody else, like, or from people outside of you. With the Nine of Swords, it could be, what is that? Like Gemini energy or like air energy. All right, causing you just a little bit of troubles over here. But with the King of Cups reversed, I'm getting that it's just a time for you to think about your needs, you know, as you're communicating, right? It's like you're not going to go out and hurt other people. You're not going to go out, you know, be careful about this, you know, how you're communicating energy, but like you still need to take care of business, right? Like you still need to be in your power over here. And it's not like you're going to be out there, you know, hurting others, right? Like just because you are feeling, you know, maybe hurt or something over here, right? But you do need to think about your needs as you're charging forward, because the King of Cups, right, it's a loving energy. It charges forward, same, you know, and as the Emperor energy, like takes care of business, you know. Kings are doers, and the cups, you know, like they put love into the situation, right? Like this is Pisces energy. Some of you, Pisces might be important. You might be dealing with a Pisces, or you might have Pisces in you. I don't know, but you know, I am getting like just like this need for you to put that love into yourself. I don't know if that makes, I hope that makes sense. I feel like I keep like repeating the message and not really saying anything new, you know, so I'm sorry about that. But it's just really like, you know, as you are taking care of business, know that your needs matter, because the King of Cups, right, like it's kind of like taking care of the others around them. But with the reversal, I'm just getting like assess your needs. You need to get things done, but you also need to think about yourself, right? Because that's what I'm getting, that you're not really thinking about yourself, that you're kind of in this anxious energy. But there's like just something that you're not recognizing about yourself, something that you need to wake up to yourself. Is like a new version of yourself is waiting to rise up over here, but it's just not quite it's not quite getting going. It's not quite like, I don't know, like there's something keeping you stuck over here, right? Like, and like I said, it could be like false information, miscommunication, you know, like maybe you haven't been feeling in this Emperor energy, but like you are being asked to embody this for now, you know, because like a new version of yourself is trying to arise, but you know, it's like it's not really it's not really happening, you know. And I'm getting I don't know, like I'm getting like things being hidden, right? Like secrets, like revelations waiting to happen, or things needing to be kind of exposed and put into the light out there, right? Like announcements, more communication over here, right? And it's like communication that's gonna like change things up, right? Like kind of being not shared, right? So like I said, be careful about how you are sharing news. Be careful about how you are saying things over here, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and pull some cards from this deck and see what we have popping up. Okay, you have full force. Yeah, like full force in the Emperor. Okay, like there's just something, there's like business to be taken care of. All right, I don't know, careful. You have budget check and observe. Okay, yeah. So for some of you, I don't know, I'm getting this careful with this, like I said, you know, careful with your communication, careful with the people that you're dealing with. Observe, all right, before you make these changes. I don't know, like for some of you, there might just be this need to look out like for the people around you, right? Like kind of observe, see what's up before you act, maybe, like, you know. But like I said, you know, you're taking care of business, but you know, kind of, I'm getting also just like, look, observe other people's actions, observe what other people are doing and how it's affecting you, you know, so that you can kind of be careful around, you know, people that are not serving you, or people that are not helping you feel better over here, you know, with this Nine of Swords energy. Budget check for some of you, just kind of like look at your accounts, all right? Like that's just something that may need your attention right now. Make sure that you're, you know, assessing your, yeah, that just kind of like take care of your financial needs as well, all right? So those are the messages that I have for you today, Sagittarius. I hope that made sense. If anything resonated, I would love to hear from you. Please, you know, let me know. You can let me know in the form of a like or a comment. Thank you so much for being here. And, you know, stand in your power, stand in your truth, all right? Thank you so much, Sagittarius. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Capricorn. Capricorn. What does Capricorn have going on this week? All right, you do have the Eight of Wands. Okay, I am getting just like the saying, trip and stumble. I don't know. So, be careful of, like I'm getting, you're charging forward in something, you're wanting to charge forward in something. Some of you might be sharing something or starting something new over here. So just kind of be careful, all right? Be careful that you look at, like what's around you, that you take care of. Sorry, yeah, sorry. Like, okay, sorry. It's like, be careful as you charge forward, and then you got the Chariot reverse. So I'm getting like this kind of slow down energy over here. All right. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I just need to clear my throat a little bit. All right. Wow. Okay. There we go. All right. I'm so sorry. I am sick. I'm trying to not be disgusting over here. I do need a little bit of warm tea over here. I had to switch up to tea. But can you keep a secret? It still has a little bit of coffee in it. I just kind of added a chai tea to my coffee. Shh. All right. Okay, I'm sorry, Capricorn. I'm sorry that you have to put up with me here. Let me talk about you and your reading and your week. So, Eight of Wands, be careful. It's like you're wanting to charge forward, all right? Like you're wanting to look at new things, new ventures, right? Like, and you are being asked to continue to charge forward, but you are being asked to be careful, okay? The Chariot over here is an energy of looking for better things, right? Leaving behind the things that don't serve you, leaving behind the like things that haven't worked out, and looking for better days, looking for a better place, looking for better new ventures. Okay, I'm getting that for some of you these ventures revolve around some passions, things that make you feel good about yourself, things that are that you're passionate about, that you care about, right? It could be career related for some of you over here with the Seven of Pentacles. You do have double seven energy, all right? So triple seven energy. Goodness, 777. For some of you, hey, 777. If that means anything to you, maybe you want to look into that energy. I'm really getting like the slot. Some of you might have been going to. Have you all been going to the casino or something? I don't know, but sorry, like 777. All right. But okay, so it's just like you're ready to get started on something that makes you feel good, right? So like, let's say like it might just be like a career that you actually feel good about doing, right? Or a project that you've been wanting to get started that sparks you, right? It could just be, I don't know, like just it's like you want this, like you want to be in your power, you want to charge forward, you want to be feeling good, you're looking for better days. But I'm getting that there's a lot of frustrations around it, like you are being asked, because the Chariot came out reversed, so you are being asked to slow down. All right, I'm getting like assess your surroundings, assess your resources around you for some of you before you take the leap forward. Okay, I'm sorry, like, but like now is not a time to be careless. All right, make sure that you are assessing your obstacles. All right, it's another thing that I'm getting, right? So like as you charge forward, it's almost like you can't predict all of the obstacles that you're going to face, right? But you can kind of look around and assess, right? Like you can't predict, right? Like if there's going to be like, I don't know, a random hidden hole over here in the front, but like this person could have seen the fence if they were careful, right? So like that sort of thing. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But it's like, just kind of assess your situation, okay? Because you have the Seven of Cups over here, which is all the options, right? Like, so you might have been really frustrated about the next step that you're going to make. Maybe you've been looking at all the different choices. Maybe you have a lot of choices, a lot of options, which is both, like it can be both a privilege and a burden, right? It's like, wow, you get to decide on things. That's great, right? Who doesn't want to have that ability, right? Like, that's such a privilege, right? Like, rather than being stuck on a path or something. But at the same time, it's like, whoa, how do I know that I'm choosing the right cup, right? Because this comes with, it's almost like a gamble, right? Of like the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful, and whatever, So it's like, I'm getting that, you know, you've been seeing all these options. You've been trying to work things out. You've been trying to figure things out over here. And I'm getting that you're starting to narrow down your choices, right? So that's why you're kind of ready to charge forward. You're starting to see the light is what I'm getting. I don't know, just this cup part in particular is really calling to me right now, and I'm getting like you're starting to figure out what you actually want. You're narrowing down where you want to head, so you might be excited. You might be excited about charging forward, and that is why you need to be careful over here. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles, you know, I like that it's reversed over here, because the Seven of Pentacles can denote frustrations. Okay, for some of you, you know, some of you might be dealing with some Taurian energy. No, what it is just persistence. Okay, yeah, if you are dealing with Taurus energy, you might have an ally in a Taurus or something like that. But or like just somebody who's going to help you like stand your ground and stand firm. Okay, because the seven can be a little bit of a frustrating energy in the sense that it's like you're tired, you're like, when am I going to get my rewards for all the hard work that I've been putting in, right? But it's like you're going to be coming out of that energy, right? Like it is coming your way. You are going to move into like leveling. You're going to move into the 8 and the 9 of Pentacles, right? Like you are going to get all that good stuff, but there's a little bit of work left to do. Okay, so it's like you're not quite out of the woods yet. Like there's still something that you need to take care of. There's still some watering left. There's still some, I don't know, like pruning of the plants. I don't know, whatever it is, right? Like there's still things that you need to take care of before you can reap the reward. So like you need to assess that, right? Like that might be some of this assessment over here energy of like assessing, you know, what's around you. Like that's, you know, there's things that you need to take care of before you can fully charge forward. All right, so it might be a week to, no, it is a week to assess like those things that need taking care of, okay, before you continue to charge forward, because you, I see that you really want to, but you're just being asked to be cautious over here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see. Yeah, work. For some of you, this is very work related, money related. Adapt. Okay, I'm gonna do one more over here. But yeah, for some of you, this is about like, it could be like about work, your career. It could be about yeah. Okay, so it could be about like work, your career, what you want to do for a living, right? Like I am getting very much that energy over here. Okay, with money matters, I'm gonna say a couple of things. Just you know, like you might need to check your money, check your balances, check your accounts, like that sort of situation. All right, but it's like you might just be looking for more money. You might be looking for more stability. You might be looking for something that's more reliable, dependable. Okay, so there is this need for you to adapt, for you to change things, right? Be careful. Be careful as to how you're charging forward, right? Like careful energy, right? Like slow down energy, right? Like tend to your garden energy over here, you know? So tend to what it is that you want before you charge forward. There might be something that needs adaptation, or like a part of you, something that you need to switch up before you move forward. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave that there, Capricorn. I hope that made sense. Let me know. I would love to hear from you. You can let me know in the form of a like or a comment. I appreciate all your feedback. All right, hey, you know, good things are coming, but you know, make sure that you are careful, at least currently at the time now. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. Happy birthday, Aquarius. Let's see what this week has coming up for you. All right, you have the Seven of Cups. Interesting. Sorry, I don't know why I said interesting. I hate like saying interesting because I know like it has such a bad like people hate when you say like interesting, right? I don't know. But I can't help it. Okay, so Seven of Cups, just choices, decisions to be made. I don't know, are you sleeping in on something? I don't know, I'm getting a time to kind of contemplate. I don't know, for some of you it might be dating. I don't know, like this isn't the love messages. You know, feel free to check out the, I'm gonna post a love messages reading later. You know, we want to check that out. This is supposed to be general energy. Oh my god, why is, okay. Sorry, I don't know why I'm taking so long to do this, but so maybe you might have to lace in something. Wow, okay. All right. Okay, Aquarius. Wow. Okay. I see it now. You know how I said, like, for some of you it might be dating. For some of you, it really is something about dating or partnerships or union or something. I'm going to start with those messages first. Like I said, this is supposed to be the general energy, but I can't help that the love messages wanted to come here, okay? There are other messages here, so, you know, hold on for those, but the love is just kind of really staring at me in the face, okay? So for some of you, I'm getting like, you know, the Two of Cups is reversed in the external energy, so I'm getting kind of like mishaps. I'm getting for some of you, like an assessment of your love life. It could be, if you're in partnership, it could very much be like a person that you're dealing with. For some of you, it could be like a Cancer, or just like another, no, you're not a water sign, but like a water sign, all right? But I'm just getting like mishaps, miscommunication, right? Like, you're looking at your options, you're trying to figure out, like, is this gonna work out, is this not gonna work out, right? Like, what are my choices here, right? I'm getting like, I don't know, like you want, right, like all the good, you know, you want all the, right, like, it's like you're thinking about like the good things that could happen, but there's this need for also like to reflect on the things that aren't working, you know, especially if it's like a person in particular. You know, like, what is the good and the ugly between amongst them? Because like, knowing like, right, like this person is both of these energies, right? Like, it's not just like, you know, like, don't focus on one or the other, right? Like, it's kind of like these things live within this person, you know. For those of you that it's not about an actual person and it's just kind of like love in general, it's like I'm getting, you know, what's working and what's not working, right? Like, what are the good things and the bad things that I'm, you know, like that I'm doing or that you're doing, right? Like, you know, as you are relating to other people and partnerships over here, you know, with the Four of Wands over here, I am getting celebrations and communities. So some of you it might just be like celebrating your birthday, celebrating your achievements, you know, because it's like Aquarius energy, right? Like, I mean, sorry, it's Aquarius season, so you might have your birthday coming up, okay? But I am getting like a sense of just like coming together with people over here, all right? Because like with this Four of Wands, okay? So, you know, like that is the energy that, you know, that you're kind of welcoming in over here. But also, like, for those of you that is like the love messages, like, I'm getting, I don't know, like some of you might be thinking about, like, you're really thinking about someone. I'm getting that you're thinking about leveling up with someone, and you want to like kind of charge forward with that, but you're feeling like you're struggling with that, okay? So like that is the like the love messages that I'm getting, all right? Sorry. It's almost like you're trying to like narrow this thing down, you're trying to solidify something with someone, but it's just like not happening. That's what I'm getting. Like, you're feeling over here in this Ten of Wands, like overburdened energy, like, I don't know, like overwhelmed. Like, I'm getting like you are trying to make this happen on your own, but it's like you need cooperation from this person, right? Like, you need to like really, I'm getting like talk things out, right? And kind of what I was saying earlier about like seeing this person like for who they are, right? So if this person is being uncooperative over here and not like giving you like what you want, it's like, it might be, you know, with the King of Swords, it's just like an energy of like cutting off. It might be time to release things that are not working for you over here, because like I'm getting that you're thinking about like a leveling up, right? Like, you want to level up with someone, or you want to level up, you know, yourself. And it's just, you know, if people are not willing to cooperate and they're making you do all the work by yourself, then, you know, is it even worth it, you know? And you know, with the King of Swords over here, like, you know, for those of you that it's not about love, some of you might have like some level ups coming up, like career wise or something, is what I'm getting, right? Or like you're trying to level up in something, you know. There is this need for you to communicate with, you know, with wisdom. This is Gemini energy. So maybe like learning about things, exploring new options, exploring new ventures, okay? But like the King of Swords comes like into ratings, I'm getting, because you're showing up like this, right? So it's like when there's like some sort of level up kind of waiting to happen, right, career wise, right? So like, I don't know, some of you, that might be like another thing over here, which is something that you might be celebrating, okay? Sorry. For those of you that, you know, I don't know, I'm just getting, I don't know, like if you're dealing with uncooperative people over here, you know, the Ten of Wands sometimes gives me the message of, you know, like asking for support when you need it. But, you know, with the Seven of Cups, I'm just getting, you know, like, look at all your options, look at all your choices, okay? Like, whether that is work related, love related, just kind of general life, life advice, all right? Like, make sure that you're actually assessing your options and the good things and the bad things that they bring, okay? Like, so there's this need for you to reflect on that this week, okay? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull some card, friends. Yeah. So you have friends, you have share, you have career, call, and you have slow down. Okay. So for some of you over here, yeah, like you might need to ask your friends for support or something, you know, like you might be sharing some times with your friends right now. You know, you are sharing, I mean, like also like sharing your thoughts, like process with your friends over here. You know, I'm getting slowed down in your like in your physical world, right? So like, you know, because the King of Swords is like whoosh, get things done sort of energy. So I'm getting like, okay, like slow down, take some time to learn about something. Oh yeah, didn't I say that earlier? Right? Like learn about whatever it is, learn about your friends, learn about your career, right? Like whatever it is that's kind of calling to you right now. Slow down and kind of take some time to learn about it, right? Like assess it is what I'm getting over here, you know, like with that Seven of Cups energy as well. Like I said, it says the good and the bad over here of, you know, your career, of, you know, whatever it is that you're trying to charge forward in, all right? You know, this overwhelming energy over here as well, right? Like might be because you're taking on too much, all right? So there's this need for you to kind of say, hey, you know, I'm getting also like share the load, right? Like share the stress, you know, whether that means like emotional support or like physical support, and like asking, you know, your I don't know, like I'm getting like asking your classmates or your peers or your coworkers, like, hey, can y'all help me out with this or something like that, okay? Like, I don't know, over here. But other than that, make sure that you're not taking on more than your share or like more than you can at this moment, okay? Ooh, that's what I have for you right now, Aquarius. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense. All right, I felt a little rambly just because I was getting so many messages here. So you know, let me know that that makes sense. If it resonated, you can let me know in the form of a like or a comment. I would love to hear from you. Thank you. And I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Pisces. All right, Pisces, I do need some water. Give me a second here. All right, thank you so much. All right, Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. What is Pisces have coming up for them this week? All right, that didn't feel like the greatest shuffle, but whatever, we're gonna go with it, okay? All right. Okay, so you do have Temperance. Interesting. Another I can't remember who, but somebody else got Temperance. I didn't get any other repeats other than this. And I know you're like the last sign and things like that, but come on. All right, so anyway, check your other placements, right? Or maybe you just need to check your other placements and see if there are any other messages for you in that, okay? You know, with Temperance, it did come up light side up, so I like that because I don't know, I'm just getting this you know, it's funny, it's gonna be like the same message that I got, similar to the same like message that I got for whoever got it last time. But what I focused on today was how the water that is pouring out of the vessel here, or the, what do you call that, vase, I don't know, vessel is the word that I got. It's illuminated, right? Like it just feels like it's shining. So I'm getting there's like shedding like a light on your feelings, right? Or like illuminating, I don't know, like this need for you to kind of I'm getting like share your feelings, like put things out there, all right? Like that's a message that I'm getting over here, which is actually a little different than a message that I got for whoever got the other Temperance card, but similar. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Wow, okay, interesting. I am so sorry that you had to deal with that, but I don't want to restart this reading because no. All right. So you do have the Eight of Swords reversed over here and how you're feeling internally. Okay, so for some of you, you might be a little stressed this week. You might be feeling a little, I'm getting like a little bound, a little tied up in like things, you know, but I don't know, especially like with this reversal over here, I'm getting just like a really strong energy of like realizing that you can release what doesn't serve you, that you can walk away from this, right? That you can actually unbind yourself, right? Like I'm getting like shake things off of you. Just, you know, I don't know, just yeah, like this realization that you have more power over your life than you maybe previously thought or previously felt. Okay, so that's this temperance energy over here of, you know, like transmuting, like changing like those feelings within you, right? Of maybe you were feeling really stuck and kind of realizing, hey, you know what? I actually have this ability to charge forward, because this is like the only card that brings stress and anxiety over here, and it's internal and it's reversed. So meaning like outside of you, like look at that, right? It's like all of this internal stress, it's like the world over here is supporting you. Okay, so one, you have 2 pages, all right? That is starting energy. For some of you, you might have a friend in an earth sign over here. What is this, Pisces? Yeah, so Pisces, I don't know, it could be, I'm getting like a Virgo, like just somebody that compliments you, but it could just be overall earth energy that's going to help you, you know, create something, or like start something up, you know, because pages want to get things started. Are they refined? No. Are they the most careful? Not always, right? But like they get things done, right? And it's like you're realizing, hey, I can level up, I can start something new, I can start something fresh over here. I'm getting this bringing balancing, or like recognition, like the thing that you're kind of balancing over here is like your passions, your feelings and passions with your material realm, right? So kind of like bringing your passions into your everyday life, into your real world, right? Like that's what you're going to be thinking about. That's what you're going to be balancing over here. Like, how can I bring these things that I want and make them real, right? Because the page wants to materialize them, it wants to make things happen. And like I said, you know, it's not always careful, it's not always, you know, like, how do I say this, like, you know, it's like you need to get out of your head, right? Like you need to stop impeding yourself from your actions. You need to like stop, let the thoughts go right here, and just get things going, get things done. Okay, like charge forward, allow your passions to lead you. All right, allow like a more strategic part of yourself to make things happen. Okay, so like you might need to sit on it. Like I said, you might need to put like some feelings into it, as far as like thinking about what you really want, like thinking about, you know, like I don't know, like what it is that you're trying to create over here, balancing. And like the 6 of cups over here is another balancing energy. But you know, there's just like, I'm getting just like your thoughts, your head, like your mindset is what's holding you back over here, you know, because the universe is trying to have your back over here. Because the 6 of cups can also be a gift from the universe, you know, like the universe is trying to support you, is trying to say like, hey, you know, like we know you want this new beginning, we know you want something new, you know, are you over here in, you know, like, you know, king and queen or empress, emperor, whatever energy? Like no, right? You're a page, right? Like it's the starting of the court cards, like the beginning, right? Like you're still, sorry, I'm getting like regardless of your age, right? Like it's like you're in this like younger energy, right? Of like, hey, like you're young, like get things going, like better now than later, right? Like if you're feeling like, I don't know, I'm getting for some of you like sorry, I just got like the message of like, is it too late? And it's like, no, 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 better like to get things started now. Okay, because like, yeah, like over here it's like the universe wants to give you something, it wants to give you these new opportunities, but it's like you're over here not taking them, not accepting them. So there is this need for you to balance that out. All right, I'm getting balanced out, like what you've been daydreaming of, what you've been trying to create, with actually getting it done. All right, so like actually taking the first step, taking the baby step, right? It doesn't have to be like, sorry, like this is just a side message that I got, but like, you know, things might flop, you know, you might try something new and it might flop, but it's like, okay, that's still gonna be a learning opportunity, right? That's still gonna be like something that you can get something out of. But just like getting something going with these 2 pages over here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, okay. For some of you, all right, so for some of you, this could revolve around home issues, all right, or there might be like a need for you to assess your home life, how your home life is affecting things. You have goals, you have love, wow, and what else? Let's see. Okay, money matters. All right, interesting. Okay. Yeah, so for some of you, okay, like you might be thinking about money, all right? There might be this need for you to like check your money. I don't know. Like you might have goals around money, right? Like how to create money. For some of you, I'm getting like even like some of you want to work from home, okay? So like you're trying to figure out how to make that happen. All right, for some of you, like home and love is something. It's funny because like I wasn't gonna really like I wasn't gonna get too much into the love side messages over here, but then I think this is just really calling me to. But for some of you, like there might be something or someone that you want to like reconcile with, or that you might be feeling like you need to like talk to. There might be some, I don't know, like love messages kind of also coming your way is what I'm getting, because this is like toward you. So, you know, like that's just kind of like a little side message over here. And yeah, you know, but like there is this need for you to like assess your goals is what I'm getting. And I'm getting like more than anything, like put love into the situation, all right? Like put love into yourself, all right? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's really what I'm getting. Sorry. All right. Pisces, I hope that made sense. Let me know if that made sense, because I felt a little wobbly over here, which I'm getting. It feels like kind of like you are a little all over the place. Like I said earlier, like you're kind of in your head. So really focus on, I'm getting materializing things, okay? Like we're coming up with a game plan over here, all right? Thank you so much for being here, Pisces. If anything resonated, please feel free to let me know. It could be in the form of a like or a comment. You know, I would just like love to hear from you, you know, and go ahead and go get things started. Thank you.